Good evening, everybody. Thanks for being here. My name is Marcelo Bucater, drum department chair from Los Angeles College of Music. Proud to announce the masterclass that we're going to have tonight. A dear friend of mine from Venezuela, master cajon player, master percussionist, master musician. We're about to have a really, really good masterclass here. So as you could probably see on stage, he has a pair of congas, cajon, snare, cowbell. So it's going to be a hybrid setup, and you're finally going to see how to play the cajon, or how it should be played. Without further ado, I would like to invite to the stage my dear friend, Diego El Negro Alvarez.
Thank you, John. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good evening, everybody. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. I don't see anything, but thank you for coming, really. Thank you, my friend Marcelo, to having me. My name is Diego Alvarez. I came from Venezuela, and I'm dedicating my life to this instrument which I introduce you tonight. We call Cajón. This instrument came from Peru. He born in Peru, but it was a transformation. The cajon that I play is not a Peruvian. The cajon that I play is Spanish cajon. It's a cajon flamenco. Why is this a difference? Because the Peruvian cajon is an Afro-Peruvian instrument. I don't know if you know the story. This instrument is born in Peru through the culture of the slaves. It's people in the colony. It was a prohibition to play the regular drums who these beautiful people bring from Africa with the regular skins. So they found in the ships boxes where they put it, the food, an instrument, a percussion instrument. So they start to play on the wood box from the ships, and that's what the cajon born. At the end of the 70s, exactly between the 1980, 1981, Paco de Lucia Sextet was in a tour in Latin America. They had this beautiful group, the Sextet. He started to create a sextet, and I really believe that they record an album for Manuel de Falla. So they do a version of all Manuel de Falla music in this beautiful sextet: guitar, sax, bass, electric bass, and percussion, which is my mentor, Rubén Dantas, from Salvador de Bahia, percussionist. In that moment, he used to play congas and son pandeiros and cachichis and cowbells. That was the instrumentation that he used to use in the sextet. So as I'm saying, they was in the middle of the tour, and they have a concert in Lima, Peru. So they have to wait, since they arrived, till the day of the concert, while the Spanish ambassador created a fiesta, just a party to receive a Paco de Lucia sextet. So in that party, it was an unbelievable percussionist, Peruvian percussion player, Sambo Cabero, playing in that party. So Paco saw the cajon. Immediately he knew that this would be the instrument that he's going to use for the flamenco music. He has I don't know how to say that, revelation, could be. And he put this instrument, he bought the instrument that night, and he gave it to my mentor, Rubén Dantas, and he said, Rubén, since tomorrow, you're gonna play the whole concert with this instrument. So I believe that, of course, there's a very close sound between how this instrument sounds, because it's wood, but it looks like, or sounds like the footwork in the flamenco. So maybe that was the thing he was attracted by Paco, for this sound. And well, the instrument indeed sounds like that. It was a pattern for, we call it tangos flamencos. I really believe it was a piece with Paco's wrote. It's called Yo Solo Quiero Caminar. It's in 4 quarters. It sounds something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Sounds more like a reggaeton, right, than something flamenco. But it was the first pattern it was recorded. This was the pioneers. Nobody can play this instrument into the flamenco before. So all that they had it before is just the claps. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Those are tangos flamencos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, start to change like that. Which actually sounds more like dembow or reggaeton. And from there, start to change something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. If you notice, I never play the 1. The 1 is like it's more like a breath than a hit indeed. 1, 1, 1, 1. And in some point, the pattern changed to this. 1, 3, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1. 1. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it started to create more and more patterns. Rubeni wasn't the only one who started to play this instrument in Spain. It was Antonio Carmona, he recorded almost all the records from Paco de Lucia. And after that, it started to appear a guy in the 90s, Ramon Porrina, a gypsy percussionist who came from the Familia de los Porrina. It's a song from the cantador flamenco Ramón el Portugués, and actually his entire brothers are percussionists too, Sabu, Porrina, and Piraña, which was the last percussionist from Paco de Lucia. So for us, for a flamenco percussionist, Paco is a real relevant guy, because without him, we couldn't have a career with this instrument. Thanks to him, we can play this instrument inside of this beautiful music. So, as I said at the beginning, the Peruvian Cajón, it's a totally different, even in the construction and the sound and the way that it sounds, it's a totally different. So in Spain, we have time to recreate a Cajón more, with more different colors and different sounds that we need for necessity, that we need to play with the Cajón. So as I explained you this rhythm, where we call it tango flamenco, which was the first rhythm that we record in a flamenco record. There's a beautiful rhythm that we call it bulerías. I don't know if you're familiar with the flamenco rhythms. It's always very difficult to try to teach this kind of music, because there is a lot of information, or must say misinformation, that is out there that is mostly not true. And I have to say that mostly in the old flamenco rhythms, we can find the 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like a waltz. We have just two rhythms. We call it soleá and alegrías, which has the famous 12/8 majors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. And we play it in the Cajón, that rhythm, like the alegrías, like this. 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. And the soleá, which is half the same pattern, a little bit more slow than this one. 8, 9, 10, 1, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. Now I'm going to give you an example how we play the Cajón over the cante, over what the singer sings. Sorry, everything around the flamenco, I have to say, is around the singer, the cantador. That's the most important. Whatever the singer sings, the rest responds. The guitar player responds, the dancer responds, the percussion, in my case, responds to what happened. So I'm going to give you an examples through the cante flamenco to the singer sings. This is a soleá por bulería.
Ay, 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 ay,
7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2.
porque tú no te vienes a la verita. Ay, no te vienes a la verita mía, que pronto llega el invierno y la cama se pone fría. Ay, válgame, Dios no compañera, la cama se pone fría.
7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Lo
9,
que
10,
camelo
1, 2.
a mi madre, lo que la camelo yo, lo que bebe la camelo, oh yo que la llevo, oh tan presente, vivía en mi corazón. Ay, madre mía, de mi vivía en mi corazón. Me tenga que parar. Me tenga que parar. Pa' que la gente la de ti no tenga que hablar. Ay, válgame Dios, compañera, de ti no tenga que hablar. Dios mío, ¿qué será esto? Dios mío, ¿qué será esto? Ay, sin frío de ventura, de nada me estoy muriendo. Que válgame, válgame, Dios, compañera, de pena me estoy muriendo.
Yeah, it sounds amazing. That's my brother, Jose Cortez, from France, a gypsy, fabulous gypsy singer. So that's what happened. We respond to what happened with the singer. The singer expressed something. And actually, you just need to hear it carefully because the singer is going to give you how fast you have to play, where do you should breathe, and a lot of more information is the same happen. That's why the flamencos always feels identified with the jazz. They feel some kind of identification with the jazz because it works in some way, the same way. We just need to know the language. We just need to know what happened, who speak, how speak, what is the response to that answer. And that's basically what happened in the flamenco. Everything moves around the cante, so the cante, the singer, guides us into the groove, into the flavor. So, because this is an instrument, a percussion instrument with nobody played before this. Before the 80s, 80, 81, 82, it was a lot of people, well, not a lot, maybe 10 or 15 people try to do something different, how to aboard this instrument, what kind of patterns or techniques applies. to this instrument to put it in a comfortable place to start to support the guitar and singer at the same time, and of course the dancer, support the dancer mostly. So the flamenco participated in a lot of parties. These people, the gypsy people, is a very joyful people. So the gypsies express the joyful through the rhythm what we call bulerías, which is a very, exactly joy, a very joy rhythm. And when you start to hear some singers sing through the bulería, they always support themselves with the table in the bar or in a restaurant, like this way. As I said, 3/4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. They're doing this on the table. 1, 2, 3, 1. Even if you have the opportunity to go to Jerez de la Frontera in Andalusia, in Spain, and on the south, you can see everybody in the streets can walking like that. 1, 2, 3, 1. Everybody has this swing. 1, 1, 1. Da, ti, ti, 1. That's the bulería happen. 1, 1. Ay, ay. Hey, hey, hey. 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. So for me, how this thing works in my brain, or how I feel it in the like at 3 dimensions. I have these 3/4 until the end, to the infinity. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. But I'm still have this subdivision in the 6/8. 2, 3, 1, 2. I have this quarter notes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still have the 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. So how can we play all that thing in the cajon? It sounds like that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. One, 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 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah? So let's do the same thing. Let me show you how this works with the singer sings through bulerías.
Travili, 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 tram, calle pureza, donde el flamenco florece, y en esta calle resuena música que el alma tiene, música que el alma tiene, como si sale de ti, pregúntale si me quieres, como si sale de ti, y si te dice que no, dile qué motivo tiene, y no queda yo le echo yo, calle pureza, donde el flamenco florece, y en esta calle resuena vocita que el alma tiene, déjala que esté vuelta loca, y no decirle manda, que tiene su cabecita loca de tanto sufrir, de tanto dolor. Perdóname, madre mía, que ahora lo comprendo yo, que conmigo sufría. En tu sangre gitana, en tu sangre gitana, la pasión es tu guía, la pasión es tu guía. Y en cada tristeza, y en cada alegría, a un cielo de estrellas entre sueños de gitana en mi vida, señor tesoro, que murmuraditos son, que murmuraditos son, los pasitos que yo doy, que murmuraditos son, otro pieza ni cae, y no lo murmuro yo, otro pieza ni cae, y no lo murmuro yo. Calle pureza, donde el flamenco florece, y en esta calle resuena musitana que el alma tiene, con la fuerza del río y el fuego del sol, y en la pureza que yo llevo dentro del corazón. Ya vete que no quiero pasar el río de noche, que el agua me da miedo. Calle pureza, donde el flamenco florece, y en esta calle resuena vocita que el alma tiene. Calle pureza, donde el flamenco florece, y en esta calle resuena vocita que el alma tiene, vocita que el alma tiene.
So now we talk about the technique. Because of course when I start to play this instrument, it wasn't have a technique at all. And I am from Venezuela, so in those days, internet doesn't exist, at least for me. And I just have one rich friend who has a special antenna, who has just international channels that I could reach as just one channel from Spain, and I'm always visit him to have, the lucky to get one special program about flamenco, which was very difficult in those days. So in that moment, I didn't know how much patterns and techniques exist in that moment. Actually, none. Probably none, because I suppose that all these people who start to play cajon in the 80s and 90s start to find themselves into this instrument. So until I knew Ramon Porrina, which is for me is a principal person in all this trip, he started to doing all his own patterns, and for some reason, everyone else realizes that that's the path, that's the way that we should follow. So for me, it was very important to, first of all, be tied with the click. For me, that was the most important thing. So I just brought all that technique that we use with the snare in the classic music and use my wrists to play. So my entire hits came from my wrists. I try to do not play with my arms, I play with my wrists. And I use the natural way that my hands has it. And from there, try to find the same sound with each hit. So for those hits, the close heights, I play just with two fingers, with the half of my hand. Yes, this part, because I try to control how the wood hit the frame inside of the cajon. This frame is fake, so the real frame is right here. So I just try to hit right there. Yeah, because this is another kind. This is what my entire hand. So close hits, open hits. The same happened with my bass. I play just with my four fingers over there. And when I need a little bit more power, I play with my whole hand, which is more a mute bass. Open, close. From there, so I try to study with the regular exercise like the stick control. And I'm starting to use the doubles, just doubles, straight doubles. And I use my stick control. And that kind of things. And just try to find my best version of doubles and sounds. We just try to, the high definition of the technique, the digitation, the sound, the volume. Separate the basses from the heights. Sit down straight, my back be straight. If I need to go down, I do the bow. I don't do this. Just always careful my back. The position is everything. over there. I'm looking for some speed in my hands. In some point, try to take advantage of the rebound, the same rebound hit. In some point, start to rebound, and you have to control it. Over there. Gotta keep concentrated in the double. Over there. Relax. More relaxed, more faster. And everything else is memorized. Your muscle have memorized it, the movement. It's over there, and you take advantage of the rebound, and that's all. So that works. That works. And thank you. With time, that start to work, and of course I try to start to introduce that kind of things into the rhythms that I play. So I'm start to combine these kind of things that I showed you before, that the gypsy does from the table. I put it over here. One, two, three, one. Doubles. This is another one. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. So I'm start to use the doubles for the fandango, which sounds like this. One, two, one. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. Doubles. So it works too. I raise mostly in the Cajón world for dancers. So my job, it used to be learn the whole choreographies to support the dancer. And at the end, the dancers decide what is the part of their choreography is more important to support. It's just the breaks, it's just some footwork, or the entire choreography. So it was very fun because I have to start to introduce all these techniques to try to copy that kind of footwork. And in the 90s, that was a huge thing. That changed the game a lot because now the bad dancers have the opportunity to dance. They didn't have to work too much because they have us. But the good ones sounds 1,000 much better now because they have this kind of support. So the most important things here is try to save energy because as you see, this is very uncomfortable instrument to play. You have to understand that your whole blood is getting into your hands for the gravity, and this is not at all a comfortable position to play, more if you're fat like me. So your entire back suffer all these things. So for me, the most important is the technique to give to you and the musicians that I play the best of me when I don't have to put too much energy into it. So the technique helped me a lot. So after this, I try to introduce the cajon in another kind of things. So I'm always want to be a drummer, but I couldn't get it. I don't know why I never understand how the drum set works. I have the worst kick feet as possible. I never understand how the kick drum works with my foot. It was impossible. So when I'm start to work with the cajon, I understand that I can change that. I can do my kick drum with my own hand. So that gave me a lot of possibilities. So I just have to worry about what I'm gonna do with my other hand if I am so busy trying to do the kick drum with my right hand. So I'm gonna start to try to have a very beautiful relationship between the cajon and the snare drum, to try to find how it works at the same time and don't have the necessity of the other hand. Do you follow me? Show you. The most easy part, of course, is do this. There's nothing happened there. Even if you add the hi-hat over there, so ghost notes. So it works too. So give me more possibilities, but actually this thing is another world. So this is this, how to say, the smallest setup, which I can show you how to work. But of course, the flamenco always there. 1, 2, 3, 1. One, two, three. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Yeah. So as I said, there's a lot of possibilities over there. And yeah, after that, I can figure out that I can use the same thing with the congas. Always my work starts from the cajon and how to add more things around it, how the cajon can work with another instrument in the same idea. So because the congas is a little bit busy to play, a lot of techniques. I mean, I can sing from the marcha. There's a lot of hits that you can't lose. You have to play those notes. So I'm just choose the most important, at least for me, to try to save energy here. Don't try to play the whole notes. So I'm start to do this. From the tango, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So it's just a little bit of game and play and enjoy. Just try to do something different from this unbelievable instrument that I love so much, and try to do what possibilities I have if I can do this kind of things. So I have a very good friend of mine, an amazing musician. Actually, I have a couple amazing musicians. One of them is, his name is Alvarez. He was a Venezuelan guitar player, amazing Venezuelan guitar player. He passed away 2 years ago. And in the mid of the 80s, I believe, or 90s, he composed an unbelievable piece that I felt in love, that I'm always fell in love about this piece, which is called Confusión de Corazón, heart confusion, or confusion in hearts could be. And another great friend make me an arrangement about this beautiful tune. He calls Gonzalo Grau, which is an amazing piano keyboard player and producer, and he gave me this opportunity to record the things from both sides of the version of this beautiful tune. One side from the flamenco, one point of view from the flamenco, but another point of view at the same time of a timba cubana. So it works perfectly. I want to show you how this beautiful thing works with the Cajón. So it should be this. Okay. Yes.
Confusión, confusión de corazón. Confusión, confusión de corazón. Confusión, confusión de corazón. Confusión, confusión de corazón. Oiga, soy confusión, confusión de corazón. confusión de corazón.
Dímelo,
Confusión de corazón,
Negro Alvarez,
confusión de corazón,
de Venezuela.
confusión de corazón, confusión de corazón, confusión de corazón, confusión de corazón,
Gonzalo,
confusión de corazón,
aleluya.
confusión de corazón.
Dice que
Confucio fue uno de los que inventó la confusión y por eso de lo más antiguo, fue uno de los chinos japoneses que fue de lo más antiguo. Gracias.
So actually, the new generation of younger players, Cajón players in Spain, thanks to, I have to say, thanks to the maestro Alain Perez, which is, he was with the last sextet that Maestro Paco has it in the last, I don't know, 15, 70 years, 17 years. It was with, one of the members was Alain Perez. So Alain Perez bringing a lot of the rumba cubana language into the flamenco. I don't know if he was conscious with this thing, but the new generations moves very well, and they feels very comfortable between the rumba and the cajon and the flamenco rhythms at the same time. So this tune talk about a lot of this new marriage occurred in Spain since, I don't know, a little bit more than 10 or 11 years. So it's very interesting what the new generation is doing it right now. So more things. Who do? Yes. Well, if you have questions, this is the right moment. I can see how many people are over there with this light, but if you have some questions, this is the great moment to do it, if you want to. Okay.
How long can you play before your back hurts?
How long I play before my back hurts? I don't remember. I don't really remember it. But I'm always knew that I have to get a better position. That was the key. Because, I mean, maybe from the beginning, at the first 15 minutes in this kind of position, it's killing you. It's really killing you. After 15 minutes, you can't resist to be like that. So the secret is this one. And I have to say that the way that we sit in the cajon, it changed a lot because we start sitting like this in the 90s. We were focused in just in that phase. But now I sitting almost outside, literally in the air, because I need to use those spaces too. So you have to be very focused on how do you sit in, because that's just the worst part of this machine. It's the way that you sit down here. So yeah, be careful with that.
Diego, do you ever lean backwards or like you practice like that, or you recommend that, or not at all?
If I say again,
If you lean the cajon like backwards a little bit.
backwards?
Yeah, okay.
No. No, but you can try.
You know what I mean? Like just having like a
Yeah, because if you, I mean, if you do that, the Cajón indeed suffer, because he has, have this design to resist all your weight. If you do that, they start to, suffer that. I mean, if you want to do it, don't do it with mine. Something else?
You mentioned the Peruvian cajon. What about the Cuban cajon?
Yeah, well, the Cuban is a totally different thing, because the Cuban, even the Cuban has another kind of shape. It's mostly more closer to the conga than to play like that. I don't know if you've seen a Cuban cajon before, but it looks like a square conga. So it's that kind of cajon is another thing. It's really, really different to this. But I love it too.
I have a question.
Please.
I'm a bass player, and I'm asking Marcelo here about claves and things like that. But when you were playing earlier, and basically throughout, do you ever, it almost sounds like some of the phrases are rubbing against the time or compressed. Is that a mistake on my hearing it?
No. Maybe I did.
Well, I'm not, I don't even care if the time is perfect, or I'm not saying, I'm talking about how it sounded to me, like there were these phrases that were so complex, and I was telling Marcelo, it goes over my head, but it sounded like there was different rates, like you're playing, it's hard to explain, but your time is constant here, but some of the vocabulary has this like flowing, and it was amazing, but it's something, it's like a foreign language. It's so beyond me but I'm curious if that.
You hear well. You hear very well, because I'm never, because I have to say, I raised into the sistema in Venezuela, which is is a classic school music. I think I'm starting with violin, which is I hate in the second week. After that, I choose the trumpet, which was worst. And finally, I get my instrument. It was the snare. So actually, I didn't like it. But if I have to compare, you can understand that it's more easy to play a violin or trumpet. So from where till I knew the cajon, I was I can say a very poor guy, rhythmically. Even when I have a very good ear, even when I have a very good time, even when I have a very good, I wasn't bad. But until I knew the flamenco rhythms, I never understand, as I'm doing right now, where is the limit? I used to think that it was a limit to play the rhythm. And when I don't know if you follow me, for me, the rhythm used to be something square, something that you put it in a major, and you copy with another major and another major, and you can get out of that. It's like the Cuban clave. For some people, it's like a curse more than a guide. When you feel like that, when you feel the rhythm like that, like a curse, you don't get it. So mostly of my entire life, I didn't get it. I remember that I used to hear bebop when I was 12 or 13, and I said, what is this? It's so silly. Because I don't get it. I didn't get it. I don't understand. But when I start to play flamenco and start to understand how the rhythm works for them, for the gypsies, and try to get that reflection in my own folklore, how does Spain get to Venezuela and give us all those sixes and all those 6/4s, my brain exploded. literally. So now, wherever I play, I never count. I didn't count anymore. I didn't think about in fours or six. I'm just play. So, of course, you're gonna hear something in another way. Yeah, for me, always. I have, and actually I'm very lucky because not everybody understand that kind of things. And actually, with a bass player, I have the most difficult relationship in the world because no all the bass players can get that thing. You always, think about an earth, think about it, and I'm the opposite to that because everyone else do that. And I don't want to be there. I don't want to be around. I want to belong there, but I want to be around that to give me more opportunities. I have lucky to play one of the most amazing musicians that I ever met in my life, Vardan Obsepian. Vardan gave me the liberty to play whatever I want. I was telling a few friends 3 nights ago we were in a party. Vardan, every time that we have a gig, he brings sheets to everyone except for me. Maestro, why don't I got my part? Maestro, don't worry. Play whatever you want to play. He gave me that opportunity to play whatever I felt. So I feel more comfortable feeling what happened with the music and just focus on what happened and enjoy that. But yeah, for sure you're here very well. Thank you. And I have to say something important here. The 12, that famous 12/8, or the 12 that the flamenco used to count, it's something was invented for the dancers. Like you go to a jazz class or ballet class, all the choreographers, all the dancers count in 8, no matter what happened. No matter what music that you hear, they count in 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 5. Because they need a guide. They need something to measure the phrases, the steps, how to teach it, how to learn those steps. In the flamenco happened the same thing, but 12 times, with 12 beats. So the 12 beats, we use the 12 beats more for the dancers than the music indeed. So even when I show you how this rhythms works here in this class, if you try to use it in a tablao or in a concert or in a flamenco concert, maybe wasn't work. You know what I mean? Because it's not just the theory. To put in practice the theory take time. Because we are not an island in the middle of the genre. We are part of the something which is alive. And you depend to what happened inside that. So you are the response that the singer sings, the guitar responds, the dancer responds, and how you work into it. Because I have to say, this is the last instrument which arrived to the flamenco. This is the last one. So we don't belong to these people. We were recreated to to these people. These people took this instrument and reinvented. This instrument reborn in Spain. That's why for me it's so clear that this is a Spanish instrument. This is so far away from Peru. So far away from Peru. We don't have, even the sizes are not the same. So when you try to put this into a practice, well, it's going to be very complicated because it's just take time. I mean, it's folklore, it's a language, it's a lot of stuff. But from the beginning, you understand that there is a pulse that you have to follow, like the bulerías. And from that scale, the singer sings, the guitar responds, the dancer dances, and the cajon give the pattern or give the rhythm. You got it. You just need to play and get it knowledge, and it's like a talk. And get the language until you got it. The same happened with the swing. The same happened with the bebop. It's the same happen. No, because you're doing ting, chick, chidi, chick, chidi, you got it. You have to be a beautiful marriage with the bass player, as you know. And when we understand where we are, now we have to talk with the piano. And we don't even have a solo player. So in the flamenco happened the same thing.
Another question. You mentioned like you're always thinking about the three-dimensional rhythmic pattern, right? The 3, the 6, the 12. Not trying to be super academic about it, but like if I'm not thinking wrongly, you have the duple feel, the triple feel, right? If you're in 3, you're thinking subdividing that in 2 or 3, all that kind of stuff.
See.
How would you suggest practicing that kind of stuff? Because that could be applied to any style. So it comes basically from Africa, right? So you can apply that to Brazilian rhythms,
Yes.
any rhythms. But how would you recommend practicing that kind of
I don't know, because I saw it. I see it. And I have to say, I never have to read an entire sheet in my life. I'm the worst reader in my life. I'm start learning to read when I arrived to the United States, because I never need a chart in my life. So I never get the time to put those visions in a paper, you know, as to practice. Because it doesn't work like that in my brain.
But when you say vision, do you see the rhythms? Like
I see how that's the 3-dimension works in the air. I don't know, in colors, maybe I'm a little bit crazy. In colors, in shapes, I know that this thing works. Even if I'm 3/4 or I'm in 4/4 or even 7/8, I don't care. It's just a sensation. So I believe that if you have, for example, if you think about a rhythm, say Brazilian, like a maracatu. I'm in 3 right now. I don't know if you follow me. If you get a rhythm scale that you already have it, that you feel, that you internalize, you can do whatever you want as you feel it. If you have the necessity to read that or write it, do it. But the only way to practice that kind of thing is just playing. Just playing. I say that I won't put this track, but now that you do that, I have to put it. Because it's a very good question. Abrir reciente is this one. Okay, this thing is very interesting. Actually, I'm gonna put you the original thing to hear it. Guardar. this is a very interesting thing because I have to say, my friend Alain Perez bring these kind of things a long time ago. And that thing blew my mind. Agárrame. Okay, let me see. Okay, this is a 4/4 and 3/4, or 3/4 over 4/4. You see that? It's the same phrase. Cha cha cha, chi con chi con chi con ching. So, you have an example over there. And you are in the same world. You are always in the same world. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Every time that you got it, you don't have to worry about it. So if you have that necessity to count, count. But when you got it, don't count anymore. Of course, because yeah, it's true. It's not important the time if you're tied to the time, but at least you have to be in some point, forward, behind, or in it. No, you don't have more choices than that one. Always that you have the opportunity to work around it, and of course your partners understand what you're doing. Yeah, I'm playing with the very scary faces on stage, like, what is this? Calm down. Keep playing. This is gonna work. Eventually. Please.
Yeah, go for it. It's a technique question for me. I see that you play congas and Cajón perfectly, very well. Do you apply technique from the conga to the cajon?
No.
No.
No, because if I play the cajon as I play congas, for sure I'm gonna break it. You can't. You can't do that. I mean, it's a double way hurt. You're gonna hurt yourself and you're gonna hurt the cajon for sure, because it can be the same in terms of power in a head. If I play like this, play like this, it's too much. I can do it for some, effect, but not always. Right. Actually, I have a lot of friends who play like that in a cajon, and those cajones are very more strong than this one. They have more than 6.5, 7 millimeters for wood face. Yeah, to handle that kind of hits. But no, I'm never used. Everybody told me that 20 years ago when, of course, you use the conga technique on the cajon. Actually, I never did it. I have to say that I'm start to play better conga after I play cajon. I wasn't a good conga player before the cajon, or at least I don't remember. Even when I am start to play this first, I just start to play congas before the cajon. I'm start to play bongo. But in my country, when you start to play congas, bongo, timbal, you know what is gonna be your future. It's like a salsa player. So I respect a lot of salsa player, but I don't want to be a salsa player. I enjoy the salsa a lot. Actually, I love the timba cubana, but I am not just that. And to play very good salsa, you have to dedicate your entire life to that, because the salsa deserve it, and it's a very strong gender. And I never see myself into it. And Venezuela has a lot of heritage about the salsa players. So I'm just can say Luisito Quintero, and everybody's gonna say, oh yeah. But Luis used his knowledge as a salsero player, and he put it into the jazz, and it works perfectly. But because Luisito is a musician beyond the reality, but this is not the general thing. So I never be too focused on the congas and bongos and timbales until I'm start to play cajon. When I found my instrument, I'm just put more interest in the other ones. So I can say that I'm better conga player for sure, but I never can play my cajon like I can play congas. Another one?
So you're singing a lot like the pulse.
See.
As you were playing. You said, of course, you want to get rid of that eventually and just feel it and just play it. But how much of that understanding of where the pulse is and being able to play around that, right, was important not only to get a better inner tempo, like inner clock, but to make you feel better and more musical about your choices?
Well, it depends for what you're gonna use it, how are you gonna play, why are you gonna play on the beat, or why are you gonna play in certain points behind the beat. I really believe that we do that just to give a little bit more flavor, and because what do you support in that moment need that kind of feeling. Let me explain you better playing with this. Just with the, por ejemplo, Ramani. Okay. I give you a. This is a tango flamenco. So I play over that. I'm in on time right there. I'm behind over there. Forward. On it. See? So I'm on it. I'm behind it. But I'm still there. Depends what you're going to use. Did you feel it? The thing is that I'm always do an example with a voice, with something, or with an instrument, something that is singing something or say something. How do you support that? Even with the dance, if the step is gonna intense, you have to support that. And even if it's, how do you support that? Behind the beat, on the beat, anticipate to him, whatever. The real thing when I try to explain that is that I can't do it. I can't explain it. I'm just doing it because I feel it. I'm more closer to the sensation than I'm more closer that the music asks me for, what the music needs. Ruben Dantas always says, the music is always there, waiting for someone to do it something with it. And it's true. We can't invent anything. Maybe we can, but I don't see it clearly right now. But it's true, the music is always there, waiting for someone who do it something with it.
Just a quick follow-up with that.
Yeah.
So that liberty has always been a part of tradition?
Absolutely. No matter what folklore you learn, that's the real folklore is.
The reason I ask is like with the, let's say with the Dilla beat, right?
See.
You might try to force that on a situation that might, to me, it can oftentimes be too often, and also, like, why? Like, so, I was gonna ask if that's always been a part of that tradition, just the openness to the more complex art form, like the dance. I mean, that must have changed everything.
Absolutely.
We all play with singers, but the dance part is very interesting because that's fluid. Its own fluidity, and you're like having to catch that at all times with sight as well as hearing, right?
Exactly. And you have to understand that all these manifestations, it used to be a private thing. It never been public until the beginning of the 20th century. This one, I mean, the flamencos, the gypsy people never been an artist. They always has some occupation, you know, I don't know, making shoes or whatever. They never feel themselves as an artist. This wasn't a folkloric expression. This kind of thing, they used to doing it behind the curtain, you know. inside the doors. Never was public until an entrepreneur Italian guy at the beginning of the 20th century started to put these things in a little theaters. And they start to call in café cantantes, which is just like a coffee shop with a little bit theatering on it. So he started to put it some gypsy people to play it and sing and dance at the same time. And the people start to do, what the hell is going on here? What is this? It's amazing. It was like that. Before that, nobody knows this is except the gypsies, of course, because it's just, folklore. The way that they express themselves. Yeah, so the freedom is the most important part of the folklore. How the people express the suffer. The same happened here with the slaves. All those songs, oh my God, all the blues, all the work sounds, all the spirituals. It's the same, brother. It's exactly the same. Yeah.
Do you apply any of because there's also folklore in Venezuela. Do you apply any of those particular rhythms?
I do. I do a lot. For example, in flamenco it has a rhythm called tanguillos. Los tanguillos, they counted in 4, but actually it's in a 6/8, and it looks like sounds like a very similar like a gaita, a Venezuelan gaita, which is like Venezuelan gaita sounds like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. The tanquillo sounds 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or sometimes when I play bulerías, I can feel some joropos over there. Over the 3/4, I apply the 6/8. Cha, 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 how the joropo, the Venezuelan joropo sounds over there. Cha, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Or the joropo oriental over there too. I have an opportunity to play. It was in a moment in Venezuela when a younger generation of Venezuelan players started to play a lot of folklore. And between 2004 and 2010, or maybe 15, they have to appear a lot of folklore Venezuelan groups in Venezuela, and I have lucky to play with almost all of them. And I recorded a lot of Cajón flamenco into my own folklore, so yeah, I have to put all my knowledge into it. But it sounds more like I bring from the flamenco some proximity to the Venezuelan folklore. But of course, I have to understand how the flamenco works to understand how my folklore works in myself. But it was actually a beautiful trip for me, an inside crossover that I feel very proud of. Sí. Thank you, brother. It was a really pleasure to be here. Thank you, Marcelo Bucater, for the invitation. I'm always happy to try to show what I'm doing in my entire life. It looks like I'm not waste my time. Even when sometimes I feel like that. But the thing is that I really love this instrument. I think the instrument has a lot of things to say. They just need to just pay attention. I try to change the mind to, when I talk about flamenco, I don't want to see the Cajón flamenco like we used to play the djembe in the 90s, you know what I mean? It was just a color and something, and something that we play just with a shaker in the one hand and the other hand we just do. I think the Cajón has more things to say and more things to offer. And even if we don't play flamenco Cajón, even we can get the other root, which is the Peruvian one, which is just beautiful too, and very, very rich. So if you're interested in this instrument, just learn a little bit more about it, and it's gonna be your passion for sure, and you're gonna enjoy it a lot. But thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming, and thank you again for having me. It was a really pleasure.